Let's move on to substantive news. How about this? I am told that the car lease is dead. Is that accurate? Is that an overblown statement? Well, let's discuss that with Sergio Stiebermann. He's with LeaseTrader.com. I asked the question, Sergio, because Chrysler has abandoned leasing of new vehicles. A couple of other car companies, I believe, are in the same position. Is the lease dead?
The lease is not dead for the U.S. consumer.
People have dying?
It is not dying, actually. If you think about it, what leasing does to the automotive industry, it just speeds up the whole shopping experience.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If Chrysler's saying, right, no more leases on new cars, that's really cutting back on the leasing business, isn't it?
Well, Chrysler is having issues with the value or the devaluation of their product.
Well, they can't afford to finance these leases.
The number one issue is that they can't project what the value is going to be worth on their product. Other manufacturers, if you think of BMWs or the Mercedeses or the Toyotas, that are able to project the value of their product, and some of their products are actually going up in the resale of the value, are going to have no problems leasing vehicles. The consumer, on the other hand, that leases the car, is speeding up the shopping experience. So in a way, what you do is you cut off leases. What are you doing? You're financing a car for 96 months. So you're taking a consumer out of your market for the next 8 years, which some manufacturers are actually doing now.
Well, wait a minute. Is it correct to say that the number of leasing deals in the United States on cars, new cars, is down?
Well, cars overall, sales are down, period.
But leasing deals, are they down?
They've been stable for the last few years. It's not that they're down.
Are they down this year?
Maybe a little bit, not a lot. The demand for leases are up because it allows a consumer to have more car for less money. When people are looking to spend less money, you're going to go for a lease and not for a finance because you still want to have the comfort. You're still going to have the good car. So I don't think the demand for leasing is down.
Well, the demand, you're telling me the demand for leases, let me ask it a different way.
Sure.
The number of leases written in the American new car market this year, up or down?
They're down because sales are down.
Ah, thank you. But you say that the lease as part of the overall business is not declining.
That is correct. Yeah, leasing as a way of moving cars off of the people of manufacturers' lots is not down. What's hurting the industry overall is some of the inventory that some of these car dealers have. For instance, they have inventory that customers don't want. So that makes the whole industry look bad in a way.
Can you lease a used car?
Some manufacturers and some banks do leases on used cars, correct.
And what's the normal length of time for a lease on a used car?
24, 36 months.
That's the same thing. Are leases on new cars being stretched out a bit these days? Well, like 4 years as opposed to the old 2 or 3?
Not really. What you have is, the consumer as a whole, what LeaseTrader is about is getting people out of leases and transferring leases and creating a sort of sub-market to the leasing industry as a whole. So we have really high demand right now to take over leases, and we are experiencing now more than ever people looking to commit to short-term times.
Okay, Sergio, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your information.
Thanks for having me.